No, I'm not racist, I just don't like them. Simple as. But it's not that simple, is it? This is a map of all the countries that Great Britain have invaded. It is 90% of all countries on Earth. Dehumanising people is so ingrained in our culture. It's been a tactic that we've used for centuries because we couldn't have invaded these countries if we didn't see these people as not human. To dehumanise someone is to see them as other or less than. Abuse, control and violence become justified when you don't see people, society's culture as human. They're no longer a person with feelings, history, dignity. They're a target, a stereotype and a thing to control. Seeking asylum is a fundamental human right and a legal process under international law. So that means anyone who turns up in our country seeking asylum, they have a fundamental right to apply to seek asylum here. But when suffering people of these countries, still to this day that our country bombs and destroys, flee the destruction that we helped create, we tell them that we'd rather them die than seek safety in this country. These asylum seekers and refugees aren't even wanting revenge for what we've done to them and their livelihoods and their families and their land. They literally just want safety and human rights. When people speak about immigration, it is so rare that they speak about people immigrating from America, New Zealand, Australia, because they're white. There's this clever thing called scapegoating, where a group of people get blamed for the wrongdoings of a bunch of other people. This has been a neat little trick for our government because it's been proved to work. Because for some reason, a lot of people in this country genuinely believe the reason that you have to wait 3 weeks for an NHS appointment is a housing crisis and strain on public services. There's no well-paying jobs and taxes are higher than ever. You have no sense of community, you're lonely, you're depressed. It's because of immigrants. If you believe those things, then you've fallen victim to believe in scapegoating. What they won't tell you is the actual reason for a cost of living crisis and the breakdown of essential services is not because of immigrants, but because the UK government since the 70s have been selling off public services to private firms, moving the wealth and power from the public to the billionaires. This leaves us all poorer with worse standards of living and poorer services because the rich people now owning these public services don't care about the general well-being of the public because it's not profitable. Also, 70% of the land owned in Britain is owned by billionaires. There are over 1 million empty homes in England, and yet tax for workers are at an all-time high. Zara Sultana said that the enemy of the working class travels by private jet, not migrant dinghy. And I have to agree with her.